This is a demo of the Empire PowerShell toolkit. So I'm going to start out by creating a VB macro that goes into a Word document that actually stages the PowerShell exploit from Empire. So you can see we have a fake encrypted document, and all you have to do is click Enable Content, and the stager will be launched, which will send a connection back to the C2 server. You'll see this is done 100% in PowerShell, so we can get around a lot of traditional protections. There's the PowerShell executable right there that we spawned. Now if we go back to the C2 box, you see we've got Empire running. You see an agent actually connected to it. So we see it's that same semantic box we were just on. You can see the PID, the IP address, logged in user, etc. So right now what we need to do is move out of the user context and move into an admin context. So we're actually going to run a bypass UAC attack, and that's actually going to spawn, it's going to use an exploit to spawn a new PowerShell that's going to be in the highest level of access that user has, basically bypassing all the UAC restrictions. So I'm interacting with that with the original agent and loading the bypass UAC exploit, and now I just have to execute that. What that does is it actually creates a total separate agent. So at the end of this, we're going to have two agents running from machine. The first one will be in the restricted context, the UAC context of the user, and the second one will be at an admin level. So you can see the job started here. And there is the new agent connected to the listener. You'll see both agents here. The one under the username where it has an asterisk, you'll see that's actually a heightened context. So it opens up the possibilities for all the different exploits we can do after that. You know, things like mimikatz and all sorts of other exploits need that heightened access. So there's a lot of modules in Empire, you know, from situational awareness to credentials to lateral movement, all sorts of stuff. So this is going to be pretty straightforward. So we're just going to run mimikatz. And we're going to need to interact with the second agent. And now we can run the mimikatz logon passwords. And execute. So now this will take a few seconds, but it'll execute. You see semantics as your computer's protected. It wasn't able to stop the first PowerShell attack. It certainly wasn't able to stop the second PowerShell attack. And it's absolutely blind to the attacks going on. So even with the HIPs and the network protections that Symantec has bundled in, it's still not noticing all the command and control traffic going off. And it's already happened. There's a password dump right there. You're going to see some of these, if it's a UNC share, that's going to actually be in clear text. Other passwords are just going to be in hashes. Now, we don't have to try to brute force those or rainbow tables them, because we can actually use those hashes and pass the hash attacks. So there's the clear text one, and there should be a hash one down there as well. So we can actually use both of those for different things. So now if I just list, Empire will actually inventory all the passwords on your hosts and keep them handy for you, so you can just copy and paste them into other modules. Things like there's a lateral movement attack that uses WMI. You can just pass the hash with that one. That can actually go out and put a stager on another machine. That's this one, the invoke WMI. You can also dump trust keys. We can execute shell code. Pretty much the system is ours. This can actually be used with Metasploit and Interpreter. Those some things can be done in combination with, but I'm going to keep this really simple. Since this is a demo, I think let's have a little fun. So I think we're going to just rickroll that machine and go from there. Hopefully this picks up on the sound as well. It's just not the same without the sound. And no, it's not. But imagine, if you will, being rickrolled right now. So I think this box is sufficiently owned. Now, so that's what I did with Semantic. With virtually everything, every protection turned on. So now we're going to need to run this against silence to see how that runs on a silence protect machine. Just clean up the agents right now. So we have no agents currently listening. So here's the silence box. I'm going to run the exact same file. Now, a VB script is one way to launch it. We can also do like HTA files, like a watering hole attack. And you can see here silence has already stopped the PowerShell script from running. So it was opened. And it looks like there's an activation problem there, but totally unrelated. But silence has stopped the PowerShell. So good catch, silence. And just to prove it, you'll see no PowerShell running here. Nope, no PowerShell. Anyway, there's probably a lot more you could do with this. Certainly really creative. There's a lot of different modules in there. But I think that makes for a short and sweet demo. If you have any questions, just hit me up. Thanks.